What's up, drivers? We're only a few days away from the RacingCockpits.com Pacific Cup Championship by Camber and Caster, which means we're going to be giving you weekly track guides to all the races we're going to be doing this season. And this week we're going to be starting with the PIR, that's Portland International Raceway lap guide. Going to give you an idea of where to brake, where to turn, how to extract the most out of your car. Now, this isn't going to be, the best end-all be-all lap guide, giving you the best times possible, but it's a great place to start. Maybe you can be faster than that. Maybe this is the max out of it. Portland is a great track. It's underutilized across the iRacing platform, in my opinion. So I'm really excited to be able to bring that to you all. So what we're going to do now is hop out in the RacingCockpits.com AMG Mercedes GT3 and show you all what it's like to do a lap around PIR in the sunset. So let's check it out. All right, so first off, I'm going to show you the lap at speed from the cockpit view so you can get an idea of what you're going to see from the driver's seat. Then we'll go back, show you from the back end, far chase, I think it is in iRacing, and show you where my braking points are. I've got the telemetry up there so you can see how much I'm braking, how much I'm turning, what I'm looking for, what gear to be in, all that good stuff. Now remember, this is just a reference. You may be able to go faster than me. I hope you do go faster than me, but this is a good start to get you going. Remember, this is the AMG GT3 RacingCockpits.com car, and it's going to drive a little bit different if you're in the Ferrari or the McLaren or Porsche or Lamborghini or Audi or anything else that's got a different engine configuration. Front engine, rear wheel drive, it's going to have a lot of weight towards the front, so you're going to drive it a little bit different than something that's going to be a mid engine or a rear engine. So let's go ahead and take a look at this lap. So I always start it before the beginning of the lap because your last corner is going to set up your top speed here. So I treat this as kind of a qualifying run. You might sacrifice your entry into the last corner or some things to give you the best exit possible. Looking for the 400 meter board here, cutting across this inside apex, you can take almost that entire thing. A little bit of curb there to help with some rotation, and then back through, a lot of curb here. Looking for about the 150 mark to roll through, a little bit of brake, down to third gear, and you're really playing with the throttle at this point. A little more brake to get some rotation, a little bit of throttle play, brake down a second, come in tight, hit that late apex, and smooth on the throttle there. You're really managing the throttle through this thing. This is going to be a tricky corner to know where to brake. You're going to have to kind of figure it out and feel what's right. Get a good, nice light apex, cut through there, really cut that last corner. Stay in tight along this wall. Shortest distance is always the fastest. Then I'm looking for about the 100 meter board, foot board, whatever it is, 100 board. Couple downshifts, couple brakes in between there, late apex, rolling on the throttle, not too much, keeping the car stable. Nice exit all the way out to the wall, full speed down to the end here, and that's going to give us a 109.985. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the lap breakdown. We'll show you some slow motion. I'll pinpoint exactly what you should be looking for, and we'll get you going on getting those lap times down. So again, starting off from the previous lap, the end of the previous lap, we are right here heading into turn 10, 11, and 12, going into starting our flying lap. Real key here to start your lap off with the best exit possible. We'll discuss this part later. Right here, I'm looking to brake right up to this curb, right at the end here, and turn in. You see my steering angles there. I'm about 40, almost 50% brake, and this is going to set up this lap. Very crucial here. I'm aiming for that inside apex, rolling that curb and being very smooth on the throttle, about 60, 75%. Easy on, and as soon as I'm starting to straight that car, I'm getting full bore, full throttle out to the edge there. So we're going to be full speed up through here. Now I'm looking for the 400 meter board. You can see just after it, brake up to 75, almost 80%, and I'm aiming to come in across this curb here. You can get really tight here. You're not going to get track limits unless you're really way too close. But this is going to set up for your exit here, and you're going to set up for that exit into this long, sort of straight. You're going to have another right-hander there, but the exit's going to be really crucial on this one. Little dab of brake to get the rotation. I'm staying in second gear, letting the car wind out to the curb, getting full throttle. As soon as I hit that curb, taking a lot of curb here, full throttle the entire way. Into third gear. Gonna go up to fourth gear real briefly. Here I'm about the 150 mark. So you can see my brakes are gonna come on just before the 100. I'm kind of looking for, there's like this little grass cut out here is also a good indicator. Just past the 200, in between the 200 and the 100. It's going to be a soft brake just to get some rotation. Shift down to third. You can see I'm not great here. I'm overlapping. You don't really want to overlap. But we're looking at about, what is that? Yeah, about 50% brake at most, unwinding as we go through there. This next section is going to be a double apex, and you're really going to use the throttle to modulate. If you watch my inputs, I'm giving a little bit of throttle to understeer it, taking throttle off to oversteer it, and really managing the weight of the car coming through this double apex. As soon as I get out to this point here, you can kind of see almost towards the end of this curbing, giving it about 40% brake just to get some rotation, because I want to get back over towards the inside of this apex, which I don't quite make there. But again, managing the throttle through that, you don't want to give it too much. Now we're going back into turn 6. That was turn 4 and 5 back here. And I'm looking for kind of the end of that curbing there. Wind you back here just a little bit. Using the end of the curbing as my braking marker a little bit later than that. And that's going to help you gain your rotation into this. Again, down to second from third, trailing nice and smooth down into there, looking for a late apex, modulating the throttle as I go through, not too much, just keeping the car moving, keeping the car planted, and really being easy through there, not giving 100%, about 75. And as I feel the car start to straight out, back full throttle. A little bit of adjustment there. Now this is going to be a tricky one. You don't really have a good braking marker here. What you can do is essentially lining up the car with this specific automation sign, and I'll show you what that looks like from the cockpit. So really, you know, it's tricky. I'm going off of feel here, but if you wanted to give yourself something, you know, you're kind of lining your A-pillar almost to where the concrete barrier changes. It's like you've gone a little bit too far, so a little bit before that, and then we're going to give it, you know, 50% throttle, get that rotation. You're going to trail all the way off down here into that apex. Really important you get a good amount of this curbing here in this apex. This exit's going to be key because it's a bit of a windy straight, but it's still, I would treat this as a straight. So you want to have a good exit here, sacrifice some of your entry speed so you can get the maximum amount of power down once you're out of this corner, and you can take full advantage of your exit here. You're going to unwind the car all the way out to the edges of the curb. You don't want to go over too much. There's a little bit of drop off. You will scrape the car, which means you will lose speed. You can take a little bit more of that curb. You can take pretty much all of this apex here, straighten it right out. And you're going to go down this long straight, technically turn 9, hug the wall, stay pretty close. Remember, you're shortening up that distance all the way out, and you're full throttle up into 5th gear. And then here I am looking for the 200, 100 meter board. So you can see I broke just a little bit in between there, a little bit before the 100 meter board. 50, 60% trailing there, taking some of that curb, back on throttle just to give it a push between those two sections. That's very important. So as you're driving this, you're gonna brake through here to get the rotation, straighten up, give it a blasted throttle, it'll give you more speed through here. A little more braking, you're gonna downshift into third and you're gonna trail it, just get that rotation, let off, give it a little bit more throttle, like 50, 60%, just to give it some power through here. And then again, like we started the lap here, I am looking for this red curbing. You can go pretty far out here. You're not gonna get track limits for that. Again, looking for that red curbing to really give myself that rotation, rolling inside off throttle. And as I'm hitting the curbing, I am going back on throttle to push myself out there to the edge, and I am on full throttle by the time I'm past that little exit corner there. And then that's it. Full beans, down the straight, everything you got. And if you can put it all together, ideally we're looking at a competitive time being a 110, 109. Again, not many people have run this configuration in iRacing, so there's not a lot of track guides. I don't know if there's any track guides at this point. So here's one for you. Really, it's all about being smooth at this track. It's not a huge course, so it's gonna be really easy to remember. Your biggest two challenges are gonna be turn 1 and 2 of the chicane. That's gonna set up your exit all the way out to that first kind of straight area, high speed area into the double apex. The double apex is gonna be pretty important, getting a feel for that. That's all throttle modulation. Your next most important corner is gonna be your sequence at the very end, 10, 11, 12. That's gonna give you your exit onto the final start finish straight. The better exit you have there, the better overtakes you can get, the more speed you're gonna get, and it's gonna set up your next lap. For us here at the Pacific Cup, racingcockpits.com, Pacific Cup Championship, we're doing something a little bit special. All of our races are starting an hour before sunset in sim. That means we're gonna be ending as it's getting dark. Gonna be beautiful, give you that golden hour glow. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We still have a few spaces open, so if you're watching this and you wanna join, go to camberxcaster.com/leagues and sign up there. This is a cash league, so end of the season, our top 3 drivers in the championship will get real money in their pockets. We're starting off the season in Portland with PIR, and then we're going from north to south along the West Coast. Gonna go to Sonoma next, then we're going to Laguna Seca. Middle of the season, we're gonna be hitting Willow Springs on Big Willow, wrapping things up with Long Beach Street Circuit, one of my all-time favorites, and then ending it with the brand new San Diego Qualcomm course in Coronado, our home circuit here at Camber and Caster. If you like this video, please like it, leave a comment, tell me if you can go faster or not. Definitely subscribe. We live in a digital world, and all of that support helps us keep everything going. Keep an eye out. Our first race is this Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. You got 2 options to watch us live. Go do that, go support. Go check out racingcockpits.com if you're looking for a new rig. They've got a bunch of great gear. It's what we use here at the shop. And we're excited to bring to you this new league, and we hope you enjoy it too. Remember, as you go out on track, you're gonna have cold tires and cold brakes. You gotta warm it up.